Okay. Okay. So in the previous class, we have ended the class before the application of foot of the perpendicular and images. So today we are going to start from that point, but I just want to remind you that the thing that we have done in the previous class was like this. This was the last slide that we have all discussed. This is the shortcut formula for finding out. This is the shortcut formula for finding out the foot of the perpendicular. And this is the shortcut formula for finding out the image of that point. Good evening, Aviral. So now we will start with the application of this foot of perpendicular and image of a point. This question is the application of image problems, which is your reflection of light. Though you people have all done this thing in physics, but I'm just telling you this, that suppose we are having a mirror over here. The question is, a ray of light is sent along the line x minus 2y minus 3 equals to 0. That is, a ray is coming and it is get reflected upon reaching the point, this point, on the mirror, in this case on this line 3x minus 2y minus 5 equals to 0. And this is the ray of light, which is called your incident ray. Equation of this incident ray is x minus 2y minus 3 equals to 0, correct? Now, upon reaching this line, 3x minus 2y minus 5 equals to 0, it gets reflected. Okay? It gets reflected. Now, the question is, what is the equation of this reflected ray? Now, we all know from the physics conception that the angle of incidence, that is your this angle, and this angle is what called your angle of reflection. This is angle of incident and this is angle of reflection. And we all know that angle of incident is always equals to angle of reflection. Okay? So now we have to find out the equation of this line. How to find it out? How to find it out? Now, one thing you must remember, which is a very, very important point. If possible, please make a note of it. That if you choose any point on the incident ray, and if you get its image with the line mirror, that is this normal. If you take any point on this incident ray, let us say this point, and if we find out its image with the line mirror is what? This normal, this white dotted line, that is the normal. Then you are going to get its image on the reflected ray. This is a very, very important point to be noted. Any point on the incident ray, if you take its image with respect to the normal, its image will always fall on the reflected ray, and vice versa. If you choose any point on the reflected ray, and if you take its image with respect to the normal, you are always get the image on the incident ray. This is very important. Okay, that is what I want to say. Suppose I have a triangle. I have a triangle. Please try to remember this concept because this will be needed in problem solving. Suppose we have a triangle and let us say ABC is the triangle and AD is the angle bisector of angle BAC. Angle bisector. That is, this angle equals to this angle. Now, in this case, if you choose any point on the line AB, if you choose any point on the line AB, and if you draw a perpendicular, that is, if you want to find out its image with respect to this angle bisector, it is going to fall on the side AC. Because this two lines, these two sides can be treated as your incident ray and the reflected ray. Why? Because AD is the angle bisector. As in this case, in our problem, the normal is the angle bisector of the angle between the incident and the reflected ray. Is it clear? So any point you choose on the incident ray and you take its image with respect to the normal, the image is going to fall on the reflected ray. That's for sure. Moreover, I can do one thing also. If I choose any point over here and if I take its reflection with respect to the line mirror 3x minus 2y minus 5, then it is going to have a point like this. This point, let me just give a name. This is say A and this is say B. So point B is the the image of point A with respect to the line mirror 3x minus 2y minus 5. Now this point will also lie because point A is on the line incident ray. So its image will lie on the line which is the reflected ray. This will be the extended part of the reflected ray. Why? Because in this case also, this angle and this angle, they will be same. Are you getting my point? These two angles are same. Hence, any point you choose on the incident ray, its image is going to fall on the reflected ray. Okay, that's the funda. Now you see, now let us come back to the question. Now see, in our question, they have said that a ray of light is sent along the line x minus 2y minus 3 equals to 0. Now simply by, you see, this sum can be done in various ways. But the easiest way is that this is my incident ray and this is my mirror. So let me solve this equation of the incident ray and the mirror. So we are going to have this point. We are going to have this point, okay? So what will be this point? Let me solve these two equations. Simply subtract it. So we are getting x as 1. If x is 1, put it here. So we are going to have 2y equals to minus 2. Y is minus 1. Okay. So this point is nothing but 1 comma minus 1. Now we know that this line is passing through this point 1 comma minus 1. So what I will do, I will simply find out a point, simply by inspection, I will find out a point on the incident ray. This is the shortcut way I'm telling you. Your incident ray is this. So if we can find a point on the incident ray, we can easily find out its image, and the image will definitely fall on the reflected ray. Now you are going, in that case, you are going to have another point on the reflected ray. You already have one point, you got another point. So I will simply apply 2-point formula to get the equation of the reflected ray. That's it. So my prime motto is simply by inspection, we will find out a point on this incident ray. What will be the point? Very simple. I can take x as 1, y as -1. See, x equals to 1, y equals to -1. This is actually, oh, I'm sorry, then this point will be actually this point now. So we have to take some other point. Let us say x is 3 and y is 0. X is 3, y is 0. You see, x is 3, y is 0. It is very much satisfying the incident ray. Okay, so 3, 0 is basically a point on the incident ray. Now I want to find out its image. I want to find out its image with respect to the line mirror 3x minus 2y minus 5 equals to 0. So how to find it out? We know the formula of how finding out the image. I'm simply applying the formula. X minus 3 over 3, y minus 0 over minus 2 equals to minus 2 times 3 into 3 minus 2 into 0 minus 5 divided by 3 square plus 1 square. I'm sorry, 3 square plus 2 square. So we are having x minus 3 over 3, y over minus 2 equals to minus 2. Okay, so it's coming like minus 8 over 13. So what is your x? X is basically minus over 13 and y becomes 16 over 13. That's it. So this is a point. This is what? This is basically the image of point 3, 0. Where does this 3, 0 lies? It lies on the incident ray. So this is the coordinate of its image. So this point will be definitely on the reflected ray. So we have one point, 1, minus 1 on the reflected ray, and the other point is minus 24 over 13, 16 over 13. That's it. So now I will simply use 2-point form to get the equation of the reflected ray. So just check it. I'm doing it here. Y minus y1 by y2 minus y1 equals to x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, so what you are getting? So we are basically having 13 goes off. So minus 37y minus 37 equals to 29x minus 29 into 13. So it's 377. Okay. So the answer will be 29x plus 37y. So we are having 340, right? Minus 340, which is equals to 0. That will be the equation of the line. I hope you have understood the fact, what I have done. Whenever this kind of question comes, always remember, find out any point on the, if they have asked to find out the reflected ray, when the incident ray and the mirror is given to you, you simply find out any point on the incident ray by inspection. Simply by inspection, you find out that point and then find out its image. That image is going to fall on the reflected ray. Is it clear? It is going to fall on the reflected ray. So automatically you are going to have one point on the reflected ray, and you know the point where this point where the incident ray is meeting the line mirror. So you know that point simply by solving these two equations. So now it will be easy for us to find out the reflected ray. Why? Because now we have 2 points on the reflected ray. So I will simply use the, what do you call that? 2-point form to get its equation. That's it. As simple as that. This can be solved in other way also. There are a lot of ways of solving, but I think this method is truly a shortcut one that we will understand when we will solve some other kind of problems. Okay. So now let us move for the next problem. Say this question. The question is a ray emerging from the point 3, 10. Let me just draw the line. A ray emerging from the point 3, 10 gets reflects from the straight line this and passes through the point 7, 2. So what they have said? See, the question is something like this. They have said a ray is emerging from a point 3, 10. This point is 3, 10. Okay? Reflects from the straight line. This one. The ray is coming and it gets reflected from this straight line and then passes through the point 7, 2. Now the question is, you have to find out the equation of this incident ray as well as the reflected ray. Is it clear? Now, how to do that? How to do that? Very simple. There is a point 3, 10. What I will simply do, I will find out its image with respect to this line mirror so that that point is going to fall on the reflected ray. Similarly, I will find out the image of 7, 2, which is a point on the reflected ray with respect to this line mirror given. So that point, that is the image of 7, 2 is going to fall on the line, which is the extension of the line, that is the reflected, the incident ray. That will be the extension portion of the incident ray. Correct? So the moment you get these 2 points, I can easily find out the corresponding equations, as simple as that. So what I will try to do first is, I will find out the image of 3, 10 with respect to the line mirror 2x plus y minus 6 equals to 0. So let me just use the formula. So what we are getting? Uh, 3 to the 6 goes off, so minus 20. over 5, that gives us -4. So x will give us -5 and y will give us, that is 6. Therefore, the image of the point 3, 10 is basically -5, 6. Okay. Now this point will be a point on the reflected ray. Therefore, its equation is the line is passing through 2.7, 2 and -5, 6. So we will directly apply 2-point form. So what will be the equation? So this is the equation of the reflected ray. This is the equation of the reflected ray. Okay. Now, to find out the equation of the incident ray, what I will try to do, I will find out the image of 7, 2 with respect to the line mirror given 2x plus y minus 6 equals to 0. So that point, that is, this is the image of the point 7, 2, which will be very much on the incident ray. So what is that point? X minus 7 over 2, y minus 2 over 1, minus 2 times 14 plus 2 minus 6 divided by 2 square plus 1 square. So we are getting basically x minus 7 over 2 equals to 10 minus 2. This thing is coming to 10 divided by 5. That's minus 4. So we are having x as minus 8 plus 7, which is minus 1, and y as minus 4 plus 2, which gives us minus 2. Okay. So this point is nothing but minus 1, minus 2. Now you know 2 points on this incident ray. So you can find out its equation easily. Again, by using 2-point formula. This is the equation of the incident ray. What is that? Y minus y1 by y2 minus y1, x minus x1 by x2 minus x1. So we are having so if we cross multiply, so we are having actually 3x minus y plus 1 equals to 0. And that is the equation of the incident ray. Is it clear to all? Have you understood it? So this is the way how we find out the equations. Okay. So simply what I have done, remember this thing. Whenever you see that there is an incident ray and the reflected ray and you are required to find out the equation of any of this rays. So all you will do is you simply find out a point, or if the point is given, then there is no problem. So find out its image with respect to the line mirror. And you should know that any point on the incident ray, its image is going to fall on the reflected ray. And any point, image of any point on the reflected ray is going to fall on the incident ray. Simply remember that and apply 2-point formula to get its equation. Okay. And that exactly what I told you, that even in a triangle, Even in a triangle, if you find that there is an angle bisector, again I'm telling you because this is required in solving problems. If you find that in a triangle, this angle is the angle bisector of angle, say ABC. Let us say BD is the angle bisector of ABC. That is, this angle and this angle, they are equal. So you can treat one ray as your incident and other line as your reflected ray. You can treat in that way. That is, any point on this line BC, if you take its image with respect to the angle bisector, it is going to fall on the other side of the triangle. This is the most important thing. Is it clear? Because this will be highly required in solving problems. Okay, let us move for the next problem. Do you have any question? Please write down in the chat section. If you have any question, please write down in the chat section. Okay. Okay. So let us move for the next problem. So this question. The question says the equations of the perpendicular bisector of the sides AB and AC of a triangle ABC. Let me just draw the triangle first. Any triangle. Okay. And what they have said that, let me just denote this points by, this point is, let us say A, this is B, and this is C. Okay. The perpendicular bisector of AB, this is the perpendicular bisector of AB, and the perpendicular bisector of AC, okay, this is the perpendicular bisector of AC. The equation are given. What are the equation? The equation of the perpendicular bisector of AB is X is, just 1 second. The perpendicular bisector of AB, the equation is X minus Y plus 5 equals to 0. And the perpendicular bisector of AC is X plus 2Y equals to 0. See, this is the perpendicular bisector of the line AB. Okay. Now, the coordinate of A is given 1, minus 2, and they have said find the equation of BC. See, as this is a perpendicular bisector of the line joining the points A and B, so obviously point B will be the image of point A with respect to the line mirror X minus Y plus 5 equals to 0. Tell me whether you have understood this thing or not. The line is, this line is the perpendicular bisector. If this is the perpendicular bisector of the line joining the points A and B, then point B will be simply the image of point A with respect to the line mirror X minus Y plus 5 equals to 0. Okay, so we can easily find out the coordinate of B. Similarly, point A, since this line is the perpendicular bisector of the line joining the points A and C, hence C is basically the mirror, the image of point A with respect to the line mirror x plus 2y equals to 0. Is it clear? So by using the formula, we can find out what is the coordinate of C. Now you know the coordinate of B and you know the coordinate of C. So you can easily find out by using 2-point form the equation of BC. That's it. Okay. So for any triangle, it's a common thing. Please, I hope you people all know this. If this is a perpendicular bisector of the line joining, let us say, BC, then C is the image of B with respect to this line mirror and vice versa. Or you can say that B is the image of C with respect to this perpendicular bisector. As simple as that. So that exact conception I have used in this problem. I hope you can do this sum. You can find out what is your, let me just find out the point B. Point C, you people will find out. Simply apply the formula, the shortcut formula that I have told you. So from here we are getting so x is basically coming to -7 and y is coming to 6. Okay. So what is the coordinate of B? It is the point -7, 6. Similarly, you will find out what is the coordinate of the point C. Okay, this I'm not doing. And after getting the point C, you know B, you know C. So simply apply 2-point formula to get the equation of BC. As simple as that. Okay. Chalo, let us move for the next problem. So this question which came in our JEE Main 2021. In the triangle PQR, so let me just draw the triangle first. Read the question one by one, line by line you read it, and then you try to, after that you try to think what to do. In the triangle PQR, the coordinates of point P is -2, 4. Coordinate of point Q is 4, -2. If the equation of the perpendicular bisector of PR, okay, so there is a perpendicular bisector on PR. So this is the perpendicular bisector of PR, whose equation is given to us. Whose equation is given to us. The equation is 2x minus y plus 2 equals to 0. Then what is the circumcenter of the triangle PQR? Okay. So how to do this problem? First of all, you have to know that how we get the circumcenter of any triangle. It is basically the point of intersection. What is circumcenter? It is the point of intersection of perpendicular bisectors. Is basically your circumcenter. Yes or no? So now we know the perpendicular bisector. One perpendicular bisector is given to us. So if we can find out the perpendicular bisector of any of these two other sides, PQ and QR, then we will solve those two perpendicular bisectors to get the circumcenter. As simple as that. So what I will try to do, I will try to find out the perpendicular bisector of any of these two lines. So I can find out the perpendicular bisector of PQ also or QR. Choice is yours. So if you want to find out the perpendicular bisector of QR, so here all you need is you have to find out the coordinate R. How to get the coordinate R? This is the perpendicular bisector. So R is basically the image of point P with respect to the line mirror, this perpendicular bisector, which is 2x minus y plus 2 is 0. So you can find out this image and then you can find out the equation of the perpendicular bisector of QR. Yes or no? Okay, but unnecessarily I will not go for finding out this R. Since your P and Q are both given, so I can easily find out its midpoint. What will be the midpoint of PQ? It will be so it is coming to basically 1, 1, right? See, I got the midpoint. Then what I will do, I will find out the slope of this line. And after getting the slope of this line, now we know what will be the slope of the perpendicular line on this line, PQ. And now this perpendicular line is passing to the point 1, 1. So we can easily find out the equation of this perpendicular bisector. Yes or no? Yes. But one thing, you see, this is the long method. That is why I told you a shortcut thing which you must remember. What is that? Can you remember this? That any point AB with respect to the line mirror y equals to x, its image is always B, A. If you can simply remember this, AB, इसका image क्या होगा with respect to the line y equals to x will be B, A. If you simply remember this, then there is no problem in finding out this perpendicular bisector without going for this rigorous calculation. Because you observe this thing, the coordinate of point P is minus 2, 4. And what is the coordinate of Q? It is 4, minus 2. So AB, its image is BA. So definitely this is with respect to the line mirror y is equals to x. That's it. See, I have not gone for any calculation here. Otherwise, you have to find out the midpoint, you have to find out the slope of PQ, then you have to find out the slope of this perpendicular bisector, then you have to find out the equation. So many steps you have to do. So to save time, if we simply observe that minus 2, 4 and 4, 2, they are the opposite one. So definitely the line mirror is nothing but y equals to x. That's it. So the moment you get this perpendicular bisector, you already know this perpendicular bisector. So I will simply solve this to get the circumference. Because the perpendicular bisectors always intersect at the circumcenter. So let me solve these two equations to get the circumcenter. So x plus 2 is coming to 0. So x is coming to minus 2. So y is also coming to minus 2. Hence option D is correct. D is nothing but the circumcenter of the triangle PQR. Have you understood this? This is the magic of remembering. This is the magic of remembering the little things which are involved in coordinate geometry, not only in straight lines, throughout your conics and circle. If you remember these little things, you can do the sums much faster. Okay? Chalo, let's move for the next problem. See this question. The question is in the triangle ABC. Let me just first draw the triangle. Okay, so this is my ABC triangle. What they have said? X minus 4y plus 10 equals to 0 is the bisector. Is the bisector of the angle BAC. It is the bisector of the angle BAC. So this is the angle bisector. Okay? That is this angle and this angle, they are same. Median BE, median. This is your median. This is your median. This is your BE. And what is the equation of BE? Equation of BE is okay. Point C is given to 3 comma minus 1. Right? Equation of this angle bisector is given to x minus 4y plus 10 equals to 0. This is the angle bisector. And the equation of the median is 6x plus 10y equals to 59. Find the area and the equation of the sides. So you have to find out the equation of the sides and then you have to find out the area. So how to do this sum? Now, if somebody is thinking in this way, he said, since BE is the median, so the image of C will be A with respect to the line mirror BE, then you are wrong. Because this is not your angle bisector, nor this is your perpendicular bisector. So you cannot find out image with respect to a median. Yes, of course, if the median is for the isosceles triangle, the case is completely different. Because in that case, your two sides are equal. But here, I don't know. So you cannot find out by finding out the image of C with respect to the line mirror BE, point A. No, it's not possible. So what to do? Let us say your point A be alpha comma beta. If point A is alpha comma beta, then alpha comma beta is going to satisfy this equation. So let me put it there. Alpha minus 4 beta plus 10 equals to 0. Moreover, E, since BE is the median, so E is the midpoint. So what will be its coordinate? It's alpha plus 3 by 2, beta minus 1 by 2. Now, this point E is very much on the line BE, hence it must satisfy this. So now if I solve these two equations, we are going to have point A, which is alpha comma beta, right? So let me just solve it very quickly. So this is my second equation. And the first equation is Okay, so let us just solve this one. Let me multiply this with 3. And let me subtract this equation from 1. What we are getting? Oh, good. Beta is coming to 5, right? If beta is 5, then your alpha comes to 4 beta minus 10, that is 20 minus 10, that is 10. So the point A is nothing but 10, 5. Point A is what? It's 10, 5. Okay, so you got the point A. Now, the moment you got the point A, you can easily find out the equation AC. Why? Now you know 2 points, A and C. So you can find out its equation. Now, somehow whether I need to find out point B. I need to find out point B. Because the moment I get point B, I can easily find out what is my BC and what is my AB. So how to find out point B? Think about it. This one is the angle bisector. This one is the angle bisector. Yes or no? If this is the angle bisector, so I can find out the image of point C with respect to the line mirror this. And that is going to fall on the side AB. Since this one is the angle bisector, so the image of point C will definitely going to fall on the side AB. Is it clear? So if I draw a perpendicular from here, its image will be somewhere here or anywhere, doesn't matter, but it is definitely on the point AB. Okay, so let us try to find out this point. How to find out this point? Apply the shortcut formula. So this is coming to minus 2. So x minus 3 is minus 2, implies x is 1, and y plus 1 is 8, implies y is 7. Okay, so this point is basically 1, 7. Right? And you know the point 10, 5 is the coordinate of A. So now I can easily find out the equation of AB. Equation of AB we can find out. Let me find out the equation of AB first. What is the equation of AB? Y minus y1 by y2 minus y1, x minus x1 by x2 minus x1. So we are having what? So 2x plus 9y equals to 65, right? 2x plus 9y equals to 65. This is the equation of AB, right? But how to find out the equation of BC? To find out the equation of BC, I need point B. So let us say this point B, x1 comma y1. Now x1 comma y1 lies on AB. Hence it must satisfy this equation. Let me write it here. It is going to satisfy equation AB. So it will be 2x1 plus 9y1 is 65. Okay. and point B lies on B, hence it must satisfy the equation B. It will be 6x1 plus 10y1 equals to 59. I'm not going to solve this one anymore. You people can solve this one. So from here we can get the value of x1 and value of y1, right? The moment you get x1 and y1, now you know the point B. Okay, if you know point B, so you can easily find out the equation of BC. Because B you know, C you know. So similarly, you apply that 2-point form to get the equation of BC. Right? So equation of AB, equation of BC, and equation of AC you got. As well as you know the 3 vertices of this triangle. So now you can find out its area also. How to find out the area of any triangle? We all know that it is modulus of half. Simply apply this area formula. We all know this. Correct? So we are going to have the area of the triangle. That's it. Have you understood this problem? This is not at all an objective one. Intentionally, I have chosen this sum to make you understand the fact that we are not, because maximum time students used to do one mistake. That is, whenever they get a median, they think that the image of one vertices will be the other one with respect to that median. It's not like that. Image you will only get when it is either a perpendicular bisector or it's an angle bisector. Getting my point? So that exactly, to build this conception, I have taken this problem. So I hope you people have all understood this. Okay, so you got the area. I'm revealing the answer, so you can check this one. So you know the area, you know what is AB, what is BC, as well as what is the equation of AC, right? Okay, chalo, next problem. So this question, the question is, A, B, C are the vertices of a triangle. Again, a triangle has been considered. Let me just draw a triangle first. Chalo, this is the triangle. Okay. And we are having A as 2, -1, B and C given. The equation of the bisector of angle ABC. This is the angle bisector. This is the angle bisector. This angle equals to this angle. And the equation of this angle bisector is okay. And the altitude from B is, this is the altitude. If I draw a perpendicular, something looks like a perpendicular, na? Okay, let me just change the color of the pen so that you will understand it. This is, let us say, this is the perpendicular. Let us say, though the figure is not accurate, but okay, we can understand that. So this is the altitude, right? From B, I have drawn the altitude. Let us say this is BE. And the bisector of angle ABC is given. The white line is the bisector. And BE, equation of BE is okay. Now the question is, find the equation of BC. Find the equation of BC. Find the equation of BC. That's the question. Now, can anybody tell me how to approach this sum? After doing so many of sums, I can expect some answer from you people. A point is given, the altitude is given, and the angle bisector is given. Angle bisector is given. So how to find out the equation of BC? Tell me. I need some answer from you. I'm not going to give you any hints in this question. You first tell me, then I will tell you. See, one little hints I'm giving you. It's pretty simple. You people can see that. This is the angle bisector. This is the perpendicular drawn from B. Okay? So now, if I solve these two equations, I'm going to get the point B. What is point B? If I solve these two equations, I'm going to get point B. So let me solve it. Let me multiply this equation with 5. So, and the first equation is this. So let me just subtract. X is minus 3. If X is minus 3, what about Y? Minus 9 minus 2Y plus 5 is 0. So minus 4 is 2Y. So Y is coming to minus 2, right? So what is the coordinate of B? It is your, what is the coordinate of B? Coordinate of B is minus 3 comma minus 2. This we got. Okay. So now you need to find out the coordinate of C to get the equation of BC. How we will find out? Please tell me. Tell me fast. Tell me fast. It's simple, boss. What is this? This is the angle bisector of angle ABC. So if you find out the image of point A with respect to this angle bisector, you are going to get a point, the image of point A on the line BC. I don't know whether it will be C or not. That I don't know. But definitely you are going to have one point which lies on this line BC. Is it clear to all? Is this clear to all? This white line is the angle bisector. If this angle is this line is the angle bisector, so if I take the image of point A with respect to this angle bisector, you are going to have a point which is the image of point A on the line BC, not the C, but on the line BC. Okay? So the moment you know that point, you can easily find out, because you now know one point B which is lying on BC and the other point which is the image of point A with respect to this angle bisector. So you know 2 points, you know the equation. Let me just find out its image on the line BC. Image of A with respect to the angle bisector 3x minus 2y plus 5 equals to 0, which will fall on the line BC. the angle, I mean the image of A will definitely fall on the line BC. So let me find out its equation, I mean the point, using the shortcut formula. X minus 2 over 3. Remember, I am finding out its image with respect to the angle bisector, not with respect to the altitude BE. No. With respect to the angle bisector. Y plus 1 divided by minus 2 times 6 plus 2 plus 5 divided by 3 square plus 2 square. So x minus 2 over 3 so 13 goes off. So x minus 2 is minus 6, implies x is minus 4, and y plus 1 is 4. So y is coming to 3, right? So 1 point on BC is minus 4 comma 3. Don't think that this is point C. No, this is not point C. Okay. But it is 1 point on the line BC. That's it. So now you know 2 points. One is, this is your B minus 3 comma minus 2, and the other point, which is the image, is minus 4 comma 3. So now I find out the equation of BC by using 2-point form. So y plus 2 over 5 equals to x plus 3 over minus 1. So minus y minus 2 equals to, so we are getting 5x plus y plus 17 equals to 0. And that will be the equation of BC. Is it clear to all? Is it clear to all? Have you understood this fact? Okay, very good. Now let us come. We have done many sums on application of images. One application is your this reflection and incident rays type questions. We will find some other applications of images in coming sessions. So now let us start with translation of axis. What is translation of axis? Simple thing. Suppose we are having, this is our rectangular system. Now what I'm doing is, I'm simply shifting the origin to some other place. I'm shifting the origin to some other place. Then what will happen? This is my origin. Let us say our origin has been shifted to this point, and the coordinate of this point is h comma k. And let us say this is our new system of coordinates, and this is the old system. This is old and this is new. Now there is a point, let us say its coordinate be small x comma small y. When there is small x and small y, it is for the old system. And with respect to the new system, let us say the coordinate of this point be capital X and capital Y. Capital X and capital Y is with respect to the new system, and small x comma small y is with respect to the old system. Now the question is, what relation exists between this small x small y and capital X capital Y? Look at very carefully. This point is h comma k, right? The old system is this point. The coordinate of this point in the old system is x comma y. What do you mean by that? That from O, you moved x on the x-axis in the old system, and you have moved y on the new system. I'm sorry, in the old system. This length is x, and this length is y. Okay. Now, with respect to the new coordinate system, this point is capital X, this length is capital X, and this length is capital Y. Okay. Now, see one thing. Let me just draw a perpendicular from this point on the x-axis. Okay. And a perpendicular on the y-axis. Now think about it. This length is how much? This length is how much? This is my h and this is my k. If this is k, this is also k, right? Now, if this is h, then what about this length? What about this length? This is nothing but small x minus h, and which is same as your x. So your capital X is nothing but small x minus h. This whole length, this whole white dotted line is your small y. This much length is k. So this length is nothing but small y minus k, which is your capital Y. Is it clear or not? So capital X is small x minus h and capital Y is small y minus k. Right? Okay, so as I told you that capital X and capital Y is with respect to the new coordinate system, and small x comma small y is respect to the old system. So this is the relation which we have to remember. Okay, now suppose, let me tell you one thing. Let us say, let me take an example. What kind of question can come? Suppose if I say that the origin 0, 0 has been shifted to, let us say, minus 3, 4. Right? Now tell me, if the coordinate in the old system, is say 7, minus 9, let us say. Now what will be the coordinate in the new system? What will be the coordinate in the new system? That is, I want to find out what is my capital X and capital Y in this case. Now, we all know, we will simply apply this formula. Your capital X will be what? Small x minus h. What is your small x in this case? Your small x is 7. And what about your h? H is minus 3. So the point is 10. And what about your capital Y? It is y minus k. What is small y? Small y is the ordinate of the old system. That is minus 9. And what about your k? K is nothing but 4. So minus 4. So that gives us minus 13. So in the old system, we are having 7 comma minus 9. And in the new system, this same point in the new system will be 10 comma minus 13. I hope you people have understood this. It's a simple thing. Now I can take the reverse also. I can tell you that the new system has 10 comma minus 13, the coordinate of a point. What will be the coordinate in the old system? So the new system means we are talking about capital X and capital Y. And we have to find out what is our small x and small y. That we can find out by using this relation. Getting my point? Now another type of question can also come. Suppose the same question, the origin has been shifted to minus 3 comma 4. Now suppose in the old system, we are having the equation of any curve. Actually, this curve is basically a parabola, but still. So what will be the equation of this curve in the new system? What will be the equation of the curve in the new system? So what I will do? Here, my h is minus 3 and k is 4. The origin has been shifted to minus 3 comma 4. Okay. Now, what is your capital X? Capital X is small x minus 3. That is minus h. So it is x plus 3. Is it clear? So from here we can write your small x is capital X minus 3. And what about your capital Y? It is y minus k, that is y minus 4. So from here we can write y is nothing but capital Y plus 4. Clear? So the original equation, okay Ashish, okay, I'm going fast now, okay. So here capital X is basically what? The small x is coming to capital X minus 3. And from this equation we are getting your small y is capital Y plus 4. Okay. Now what is the question? The question is, this is the equation in the old system. You have to find out the equation in the new system of coordinates. That's it. So what I will do, in place of this x and y, I will replace this thing. So your equation will be in terms of capital X and capital Y. That is the equation of the curve given in the old system in the new system. Right? So replace your small y by y plus 4 and x by capital X minus 3. So what will be the equation? So the equation comes to capital Y square plus 8y plus 28 is 4 capital X, not small x, capital X. So this is the equation of the curve y square equals to 4x in the new system. Okay, in the new system, your every expression will be in terms of capital X and capital Y. And in the old system, every variable will be your small x and small y. That's the thing that you have to remember. Right? Chalo, let us take a problem. See this question, the same question I have already done with you. Data was something different, but method is same. The origin is shifted to 5 comma minus 6. It means what? your h is 5 and k is -6. And they have said the new coordinates of the point this. This is the coordinate of the old system. You have to find out the coordinate in the new system. Okay? So what was the formula? Capital X was x minus h and capital Y was y minus k. So what you will do? Your capital X is what? X, small x and small y is -2 and 8. So your capital X is -2 minus 5 because h is 5 here. So it is -7. And capital Y will be y minus k. What is y? Y is 8. So it is 8 minus of -6. It's 14. That is -2, 8 in the old system is okay, Ashish, I will do this. I will do this. So just hold on. Let me just finish this question. Then I will do your problem. So -2, 8. This is the coordinate in the old system. And the coordinate in the new system will be -7, 14. Is it clear? Okay. Now see, this is the first question that I have completed. See the second question. Ashish, whatever question you have given me is same as this question number 2. I will definitely do your sum, but you itself you can do. I'm giving you the actual thing what you should do. Please see this question carefully, this second question. You will understand what actually we have to do in your question. So the origin has been shifted to 5, -6. This is the equation of a line in the old system. This is in the old system. Now we have to find out the equation in the new system. So what I will do? What I will do? Your small x and small y, it has to be replaced by capital X and capital Y. Okay? Your capital X is what? X minus h is 5 over here. So your small x is basically capital X plus 5. And we are having y equals to y minus of -6. That is, y is equals to capital Y minus 6. So now the old system, the equation is this. In the old system, the equation is this. So simply replace this x by capital X plus 5 and replace this small y with capital Y minus 6 minus 7. So if you simplify this, so you are getting so it's 3x minus 4y plus 46 is 0. Okay? Is it clear? Okay, let me take another problem. See this question. Ashish, please try to see this sum. You will understand what to do in your problem. The question is same as this. your question and this question is almost same. At what point the origin must be shifted? I will do two sums. You please try to understand these two sums. Then you please tell me whether I need to solve your problem or not, or you can solve it by yourself. Let me complete only two sums, and I'm 100% sure you will have no question about the question you have given. You can solve it by yourself. Okay? Please see the coming two questions, this one and इसके बाद वाला जो question है. At what point the origin must be shifted such that the equation, this is the equation of a circle, has no 1 degree term. अभी तक हम लोग कैसे कर रहे थे? क्या कैसा क्वेश्चन था? हम लोग का क्वेश्चन था, in the question always they have given us that the origin is shifted to some point. But in this question, they have not told us that at what point. Ekdam Ashish. That's exactly what I told you. Let me just do this sum or iske baad wala ek sum I will take. Then you will solve your own sum. So, in this question, they have said, ki bhai, at what point should the origin must be shifted so that this equation has no 1 degree term? Let us assume the origin has been shifted to h comma k. The origin has been shifted to h comma k. Is it clear? So, your capital X is what? We all know that it is x minus small h. Capital Y is y minus small k. So, from here we know that x is capital X plus h and y is capital Y plus k. So, what I will do now? I will simply put this x and y in the given equation. In this equation, I will simply put these two values. So that will be the equation that we will get, is basically the equation in the new system, because that equation will contain your capital X and capital Y. Okay? So let me replace that. So what we are getting? X square plus 2xh plus h square plus capital Y square 2ky plus k square minus 6x minus 6h plus 8y plus 8k minus 1 is 0. Now what is the question? They have said that this equation, this is the transformed equation. This equation will not have 1 degree term. It will not have 1 degree term. Okay? It means what? Check this one. It should not contain 1 degree. First of all, what is 1 degree term? Okay. Okay, Ashish. Okay, I will try to do that sum after the class. So you write down in this question in the comment section so that after the class I will do it. So this equation will not contain any 1 degree term. Can you please tell me which one is your 1 degree term? What do you mean by 1 degree term? That is when the exponent of x is, because here the variable are x and y. When the exponent of x is 1 and y is 1, they are called 1 degree term. Okay? So now, please see, what is your 1 degree term we are having in terms of x and y? This one, let me change the color of the pen. this one is your 1 degree term in x. So this is, I'm not writing everything, I'm simply writing it is 2h minus 6 capital X. Okay, and we are having 2yk and 8y. So from here, if we take capital Y common, so it will be 2k plus 8. Is it clear? So these are the two terms which are 1 degree term. Don't take 8k as 1 degree term because k is not the variable. Are you getting my point? 1 degree term means it is the exponent of the variable is 1. Variable is 1, not any other term. Variable is 1. Okay. So in this case, they have said that it has no 1 degree term. It means that 2h minus 6, it has to be equals to 0, and 2k plus 8, it has to be equals to 0. So from here we are getting h as 3 and k as minus 4. Therefore, our origin has been shifted to the point 3 comma minus 4. That's it. Is it clear to all? Is this clear to all? So this is how we find out. Here, one very important thing, again I'm mentioning, 1 degree term means the coefficient of the variable whose power is 1, not the constant. This one is not, if you say that this one is 1 degree term, no, because this is a constant to me. This k square, it's constant, 8k is constant, 1 is constant. 1 degree term means when the power of the variable is 1, those terms are what called your 1 degree term. Is it clear? Okay. Now let us move for the next problem. See this question. What is the question? The question is, shift the origin to a suitable point. Means origin has been shifted to, let us say, h comma k. So that the equation this will not contain term in y and the constant. Listen it very carefully. It will not contain terms in y and the constant. That is what I will do. I will simply replace capital X is your, just how we have done. We know the formula, x minus h, and capital Y is y. This formula you have to remember. Okay, this formula you have to remember. So your x is what? Capital X plus h, y is capital Y plus k. Remember this. So what I will do, I will simply put those x and y, small x and small y, in this equation straight away. So put it. So we are getting y plus k whole square plus 4, y plus k plus 8, x plus h minus 2 equals to 0. Is it clear? Is this clear? Now, if I open the brackets, what we are going to have, y square plus 2ky plus 4y plus 4k, 8x plus 8h minus 2 equals to 0. Okay? Now, what they have said, that this equation will not contain term in y. It will not contain term in y. So what are the terms we are getting which is having y? This one and this one if I take. So 2k plus 4 capital Y. Okay. And what about the other terms I'm not writing. I'm writing the constant term because I need those two terms only. So what is the constant term? It is k square plus 4k plus 8h minus 2 equals to 0. Am I correct or not? I have not written terms, other terms here because that I don't need. I simply have to find out the value of h and k. For that, I need two equations. And for that, in the question, they have already said that the system will not contain any term in y and the constant. So whatever constant we got and the coefficient of y, this will be equals to 0. Tell me yes or no. These two terms will be equals to 0 because it does not contain any term containing y and it does not contain any constant term. So here the constant term is k square plus 4k plus 8h minus 2. 8x is there, I don't need that. And the coefficient of y will be 2k plus 4. That's exactly what I have written. So from here we are getting k as minus 2. And simply put k is minus 2 over here. So we are getting so that's 6. So h is coming to 3 over 4. Is it clear? Therefore, the origin has been shifted to the point 3, 4, minus 2. That's it. Is it clear? Is this clear? Let me reveal the answer. Yes. I hope you have understood this. Okay? Well. Now, let us come for rotation of axis. What is rotation of axis? अभी तक हम लोग क्या कर रहे थे? We have translated the origin. We have shifted the origin from one point to another point. Here, we are not shifting the origin. We are simply rotating this system of axis. Like, let me just draw it. Let me just draw the system of the axis. This is the old system. This is the old system. And the new system, let me change the color. This is the new system. I'm sorry, old system. And this is the new system. Is it clear? The dotted line is the new system of equation. Coordinate system, right? The dotted one is the new coordinate system. And this one is this is new. And this is old. And it has been rotated through an angle theta. It has been rotated through an angle theta. So this angle is also theta. Now, if there is a point, let us say this point, which is x, y in the old system, and capital X, capital Y is in the new system, then this relation exists. Now, how it is coming, you don't need the proof. I can prove it, but it will take a long time to do it. And it is an unnecessary thing. Simply remember that your small x equals to capital X cos theta minus capital Y sin theta, whatever written over here. And capital X and capital Y is this. Okay? And this theta is moved along an angle in the anti-clockwise direction through an angle of theta. Okay, the angle is in the anti-clockwise direction. That is why we have taken this theta as positive. Now the question is, it's very difficult to remember this formula. You can remember it, but it will be for a time being. So that is why I am giving you a shortcut thing to remember this thing. To remember this small x, small y and capital X, capital Y. What will be the relation? This is what is called your light heavy method. This is what is called your light heavy method. Remember, in this way, you will never forget the formula. You will never forget this formula. What is that? Light means your small x and small y. I treat this thing as my light. Very light thing. Small x, small y. And capital X and capital Y, treat this thing as a heavy one. Since it's caps, so it is heavy. Okay? So now, heavy, always due to gravity, it will be pulled downward. So X and Y will be somewhere like this. And since small x and small y, they are light, they will float. Remember in this way. X and Y, they are light, so they will float. And capital X and capital Y, they are heavy, so it will hang. Okay? It will be hanging. Now, all of you are trying to get an entry in IIT, and we are all having a dream of having computer science in IIT. We are all having that dream. Whether you tell it or not, you want that. You want computer science. So remember, computer science means it's C, computer science, CS. So simply remember this. It is cos theta, it is sin theta. CS, computer science. And then you simply differentiate cos theta, which gives us minus sin theta, and differentiate sin theta to get cos theta. That's it. One can easily remember this. Very easily one can remember this. Light, heavy. Light is floating, heavy is hanging. Then computer science, then differentiate, write it down. Now this has already, it has created a magic. See, if you want to find out your small x, you will write this thing as, your small x will be written as capital X cos theta minus capital Y sin theta. If you want to write small y, it will be what? Capital X sin theta plus capital Y cos theta. See, the same formula we got here. No need to memorize. Simply remember this. Now, if I want to write capital X and capital Y in terms of small x and small y, how I will write? Follow this. Your capital X is small x cos theta plus small y sin theta. And capital Y is minus x sin theta plus y cos theta. That's it. That's exactly what I have written here. Is it clear to all? Is this clear to all? First, you tell me this. Tell me, everyone, is this method clear to all? Tell me fast. Tell me, fast. Is it clear? Okay. Now let us take an example. See this question. The question is, when the axes are turned through an angle tan inverse 2, that is, your theta is tan inverse 2. It implies tan theta is 2. So if I draw a right angle triangle, this is my theta. So this is 2, this is 1, this is my root 5. So your sine theta is coming to 2 over root 5 and cos theta is coming to 1 over root 5. Okay. Now the question is, when the axes are turned through an angle this, then the equation, what is the equation? 4xy minus 3x square equals to a square. Okay. This equation will transform, will become which equation? That is, this is the equation in the old system. So we have to find out the equation in the new system. So what I will do? I will simply replace small x equals to, just now we have learned this, it's capital X cos theta minus capital Y sin theta. Small y is capital X sin theta plus capital Y cos theta. Okay, this formula just now we have learned. So what I will do, I will simply replace this x and y, small x and small y, in terms of this. That's it. So your x will be replaced by cos theta is 1 over root 5 and sin theta is 2 over root 5 and small y is Is it clear? Is this clear? Okay, so simply replace this in the given equation. So what we are getting? Okay, is it clear? Now simply multiply and open the brackets. So one thing I can do, I can take a root 5 common, so it will be 4 over 5 minus 3 over 5 so we are actually having 4 times 2x square minus 4xy 4xy plus xy 4xy plus xy minus 2y square minus 3 times capital X square minus 4xy plus 4y square, which is equals to 5a square. Okay, so let me just open the brackets. So from here we are getting actually 8x square minus 3x square, that is 5x square. From here we are getting minus 16. I'm sorry, this is your, it will give us minus 3xy, so minus 12xy and plus 12xy. So it will get cancelled. So minus 8y square and minus 12y square. I'm sorry, 12, yes, 8y square, right? So here we are getting minus 8y square, and from here we are getting minus 12y square. Okay, that equals to 5a square. So it is coming like 5x square minus 20y square is 5a square. So cancel with 5. So x square minus 4 capital Y square is a square. Okay. So option B is correct, because this is the equation of the given equation in the old system. This is the equation in the new system. Right? Hence your option B is correct. I hope it is now clear to all of you. Okay. Now, see this question. See this question. Through what angle the axis should be rotated? Now, this will be your homework. This I'm not going to do for you. Through what angle the axis should be rotated? Now they're asking for theta. What is the value of theta? Should be rotated so that the equation this is my old system. This is old system equation. And this is the new system equation, right? This is the equation in the new system. Now they have said what should be the value of theta such that these equation, this old system equation will change to this system. Is it clear? Now think about it and please comment me. I will not reveal the answer right now. You have to write down in the comment section what is the value of theta. This will be your homework. This will be your homework. Okay? Chalo, next problem. Let us now come for the parametric form of a straight line. Now, what is parametric form of a straight line? See, we have learned lot of forms of straight line. In the previous class, we have learned the last thing that is called your normal form. And the other forms too we have already done. It's a new thing which is called parametric form of a straight line. Now, this parametric form will come everywhere. In your circle, in all the conic sections, parametric form will definitely come. Now, what does this parametric form is all about? I'm telling you. Suppose if I say that there is a line which is passing through a point, let us say x1, y1. And the slope of this line is, let us say, tan theta. Okay? Now we all know how to find out the equation. The equation will be what? Since slope point form equation we will use y minus y1 equals to tan theta x minus x1. So what does it say? Y minus y1 equals to sine theta x minus x1 by cos theta. So it is basically x minus x1 by cos theta is y minus y1 by sine theta. We all know this. But now the parametric thing is that let me write this thing as r. So your x will come to what? X and y is any point on this straight line. Your x is coming to x1 plus r cos theta, and your y is coming to y1 plus r sine theta. Is it clear? xy is any point on this line. But the question comes, sir, I have understood what is x1, what is y1. That's clear to us. Even we know what is your cos theta and sine theta because we know the slope. That is, we know the tan theta. We know the tan theta means we know sine theta and cos theta. But the question is, what does this r signifies? This r is what called your parameter. This is the parameter. That is why it is called parametric form. But what does actually this r represent in case of straight line? You see, what is x and y? Just now you have said that x and y is any point on this line. So it can be this point, it can be this point, it can be this point, any point. Okay? Let us say that we are considering this point. So this point is your x comma y, which is basically your x1 plus r cos theta, y1 plus r sine theta. But what does this r represent? This r is basically the distance of that variable point from the fixed point given. Let us say that is A. This r represents the distance between the fixed point and the variable point. That's the distance. Is it clear? So r is always the distance between the variable point and the fixed point. Now one question can easily come, he said, if this distance is r, then there will be the same point which is at a distance r but in the opposite direction. Are you getting my point? Suppose if this is the line. Now if I say that this point is whatever, x1 comma y1. Now the variable point is somewhere here and let us say this distance is 2. Okay, this is my variable point. But think about it, there may be another, not maybe, there is another point which is somewhere here. But this distance is also 2, but in the negative direction. So how to represent this point? How to represent this point? Let us say this point is A and this point is B. You have said to represent the point A in this way. x1 plus 2 cos theta, because 2 is the distance, and y1 plus 2 sine theta. Yes, but what will be the coordinate of point B? It is simply you write x1 minus 2 cos theta, y1 minus 2 sine theta. Is it clear? Point A will be with a plus sign and point B will be with a minus sign. That's it. So, whenever we are writing the parametric equation of a straight line, we must write that x is x1 plus minus r cos theta and y is y1 plus minus r sine theta. Remember this. Why plus minus are coming into the picture? I have explained. Okay? Is it clear? Is this clear to all? Okay. Let us take an example. Suppose this question is given to us. What is the question? Find the distance of points. See, one thing let me just tell you before this, that whenever you find that a line is passing through a point, whenever a line is passing through a point and distance is involved, and distance is involved, always use parametric form. This is a very important thing because nobody is going to tell you to use parametric or not. You must remember that whenever it's a question of that a line is passing through a point and a fixed distances or a distance is involved in the question, always use parametric form. See this question. The question is, find the distance of point 2, 3. There is a point 2, 3. There is a point 2, 3. Now we have been said to find out the distance of this point from a line. What is that line? The line is somewhere here. Okay? And let us say y is equals to x is another line. We will draw it later on. So what they have said is, find the distance of the point 2, 3 from the line this. This is my line, x minus 3y plus 5 equals to 0. So you have to find out the distance from this point to this line, but not perpendicular distance. What they have said, it is measured parallel to the line y equals to x. Suppose y equals to x is your, let us say this line. This is the line. Okay, let me just take it here. Or let us take like this. Let us say this is my y. Otherwise, it will be difficult for us to draw the diagram. Let us say this is my y equals to x. Is it clear? This is my y equals to x. Now what we have to do? We have to find out the distance of this point from this line, but measured parallel to the line this. If this thing would have not been in the question, then we would have found the perpendicular distance from this point on this line. Is it clear or not? But here they have said, no, I don't want the perpendicular distance. I want the distance measured parallel to this line. That is, if you draw a line from this point parallel to y equals to x, it is going to, let us say, intersect this point at, say, B. This point is, let us say, A. So you have to find out this distance AB. This is not the perpendicular distance. Don't do this mistake. It has been said it is measured parallel to the line y equals to x. Is it clear? Now, there are several ways of doing this sum. As you know, this line, if we want to find out the distance AB, all I have to do, I have to find out the point B. How to find out point B? You see, this line is parallel to y equals to x. So its slope is same as 1. Because the slope of this line is 1. So slope of this line will be 1. And it is passing through the point 2, 3. So you can easily find out its equation. What will be the equation? Y minus 3 equals to 1 into x minus 2. So this is the equation of this line. This is the equation of the line AB. So simply solve AB and this equation to get the coordinate of B. And the moment you know the coordinate of B, you can easily find out the distance between AB. So this is one way of doing the sum. That's okay. But here, what the first thing that will strike in my mind is that it's a question of a line passing through a point and distance is involved. As distance is involved, so I will try to use the parametric form. So what will be the parametric form of AB? What will be the parametric form of AB? X will be equals to, what is the formula? X plus minus r cos theta. Y is y1 plus minus r sin theta. That's it. Is it clear? Now, what is the slope of this line? Since it is parallel to y equals to x, hence its slope will be what? Its slope will be tan 45, which is nothing but your 1. Okay. So if it is 45 degrees, so cos 45 gives us what? 1 over root 2. This is also root 2. Is it clear? So what will be the point B? Let us say this distance is r. This distance is r. And the fixed point x1, y1 is 2, 3. So simply put the values. X will be what? 2 plus minus r over root 2. And y equals to 3 plus minus r over root 2. Is it clear? So now you simply put this x and y in this equation. The moment you put this x and y in this equation, you are going to get the value of r. You are going to get the value of r. Is it clear? Is this clear? So that's the magic of when you use the parametric form. You can do it directly. Though it's a simple question, but in the coming questions, you will find it difficult if you don't use parametric form. Okay. So this I'm not solving. You can solve this. You simply put the value of x and y in this equation because this point B is this point. Hence, it must satisfy this equation. So put it and get the value of r. Right? I'm revealing the answer. It's root 2 units. Okay? It will be root 2 units. The value of r will be root 2. Okay. Now, see this question again. Find points at a distance 3 units from the point this lying on this line. What they're saying? This is a point 2, minus 1. This is a line. Let us say this line is your 5x plus 12y plus 2 equals to 0. So you have to find out points on this distance of 3 units from this point. Let me take the point over here. Okay. You have to find out distance of 3 units from this point. What I will do? I will simply draw this. Okay. This distance is how much? It's 3 units. There will be another line also making this distance 3 units. But I will consider only one. Automatically 2 points will come because we will be calculating with a plus minus sign in parametric form. So what I will do? Simple stuff. Very simple thing. Let us say this point is your x, y. If this is x, y, what will be this point? From the parametric one, x is what? x1 plus minus r cos theta. And y is y1 plus minus r sin theta. Correct? So what will be that x? Your x will be 2 plus minus r here is 3. 3 cos theta. And your y will be in this case minus 1 plus minus 3 sin theta. Is it clear? Is this clear? Now this point lies on this line. Hence it must satisfy this. So put it. So I am putting it in this equation. So 5 times 2 plus minus 3 cos theta plus 12 times minus 1 plus minus 3 sin theta plus 2 equals to 0. Okay. So So what we are having, this is 2. So this goes off. So 15 cos theta is coming to what? 36 sine theta, right? 36 sine theta. So we are having tan theta as 15 over 36. So tan theta is coming to 5 over 12. If it is 5 over 12, so this is 5, this is 12. So from Pythagoras theorem, this will be 13. So what will be your sine theta? 5 over 13. And what will be your cos theta? It's 12 over 13. Is it clear? So you got your sine theta, you got your cos theta. So you got your points. What will be the point? X is 2 plus minus 3 cos theta. And y is minus 1 plus minus 3 sine theta. It's 5 over 13. Calculation, I am not doing it. You can do it. Okay, so you are going to have 2 points. First, you take the plus sign to get one answer. Next, you take the minus sign to get another answer. Okay, so one, you will get this point. Let us say A. And in the second case, when you consider the minus sign for both x and y, you are going to get the value of, the point of, that is the other point on this line, which is your B. So you can find out your A and B from this. Is it clear to all? Is this clear to all of you? Answer is this. Okay. I'm not doing this calculation because it will be unnecessary. It will waste our time. Right? Okay. Now, see this question. Very important question. Very, very important question. They have said that ABCD represent a square. ABCD represents a square. Okay, I will not do this sum. What I will do, when I will take class tomorrow, I will solve this because I will give you time to think over it. Otherwise, if I solve it directly, it will of no use. You people think I'm giving you the hints, but I will not solve these questions for you. ABCD, this is basically a square they have said. Coordinate of A is 1, 5. Coordinate of C is 3, minus 3. They have said to find out the coordinates of B and D. This is the question. Okay? So try to think on this sum till tomorrow. Then I'm going to solve it for you. But one thing I'm giving you a little hint, that use diagonal. Use diagonal because we all know that diagonals are bisected each other at the point of intersection. When two diagonals intersect each other at right angles, it bisects each other at right angles. So try to use this property and solve this sum. I will not solve it for you. This will be your homework. Okay. So coming 3 sums will be your homework. This is another sum. A long time back, it came in your IIT. It's a very good sum. Try to think on that. I'm telling you, actually, what is the question? The question is pretty simple. A line is there, which is passing through a point -5, -4. Tomorrow I will start my class after solving these 3 problems that I am going to give you as homework. There is a line which is passing through the point -5, -4. And it meets the line, it meets 3 lines. It meets 3 lines. 3 lines are there, somewhere here or here, like that. 3 lines are there. The equation of the first line is x plus 3y plus 2 equals to 0. 2x plus y plus 4 equals to 0. And x minus y minus 5 equals to 0 at the points B, C, and D. The question is, if this relation is true, then find the equation of this line. Find the equation of this line. Here also, since distance is involved here and the line is passing through a fixed point, so please use parametric form. Okay? Try to solve this problem. I will be definitely solving this thing tomorrow when I will start my class. And the last question I'm going to give you, this question, which came in JEE Main 2019. Okay, try this sum. Again, very simple type of sum. Slope of a line passing through this point, intersecting the line this at a distance 4 units from P. So what will be the slope of the line? So please do this. This will be also your homework. And another one, this one, which came in JEE Main 2022. This will be your also homework. Same sum, simple sum. If you have understood the logic of parametric form, if you know where to use the parametric form of straight line, it will be easier for us to solve this kind of problem. So this sum will be also your homework. These 3 sums will be your homework for tomorrow. Okay? What are those sums? This one, first is this, and this one. Okay? These 4 sums. Okay? So this sum will be needed. I mean, it will be a homework for you people. Okay? And this sum also. So these 4 sums will be your homework. Right? Ashish, actually, I am doing my own duty. Whether students see or not, it's their duty. If they find it important, they will definitely see. If they find that it's not important, they will not see. It's all about them. I am discharging my duty. This is the contribution to the society. That's exactly what I'm doing. Okay. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow evening at 6:30. Those who have not subscribed the channel, please do subscribe and stay tuned to us. Thank you so much.